Here we go. Good evening, guys. This is my assignment number 3 from part of Ites Los Cabos in the English class. That is a video about talk for my ancestors and my history. So I'll be back in maybe 30 years ago. I will talk about my grandma and my grandfather. They rest in peace at this moment because I'm out of my parental um, grandmother and my parental grandmother as well and grandfather. Four of them now they're rest in peace, so I don't have where to search. But the things that I remember and that my family talks about is that my grandmother from part of my mother was a cashier in the 30 years ago, and my mother and their brothers and sisters had a real bad moments on the childhood. So that makes me feel proud about my grandmother and about my grandfather. He was in charge of his own store, like the places where search uses, and they come from La Paz City, so they were really nearby me. Then my mother and my father, my mother, she born in Tepeji del Río Hidalgo, and my father born in Torreón, Coahuila. Both gets together in La Paz City and then come here to Los Cabos. I born here. They made their life here in Los Cabos, where my father got a good job in a company and in the airport, and he lives from there, and now he has his own company. But that was really hard to him because he needs to get like 5 jobs before that. And the experience, that experience is a part of the life that makes and feels better of you and to be a better person. The type of my blood. Now, about the type of my blood, talking about myself, is O negative. So it's really, really common here. Maybe for the 70% of the person has the same blood of me that am I. About my name and my last name. My name is Edwin Daniel. So my name, the meaning, I had it here in the computer. So my Edwin means a person, a really good friend. That's the meaning of Edwin here in internet. Because to be honest with you, I don't even know, and my mother don't know why she puts Edwin on my name. My second or my middle name is Daniel, and the meaning of Daniel was because this picture here that's I had when I had 3 years old. So it's a pretty same of Daniel el Travieso. It's exactly the same person, but now I'm this guy, uglier than 15 years ago. Now I'm at this time I'm 19 years old. And my last name. My last name, Salas, I searched for it because my father and my brothers don't even know about that, and their brothers don't even know about the last name. But here says that came from Germany. That came from Germany, and the meaning of Salas is a meaning is a synonym of victory. That means that the kings use it for victory. So I believe that that's a good part of my last name. Now, what else can I talk about? My whole life I've been living here in San Jose del Cabo because I born here and I've been living here since 19 years and I'm 19 years old. So my whole life I've been living here and I get in love of this city and now I get my own job, I get my own university and now I feel very proud of the things that I'm doing here and maybe I want just to stay here in this city or maybe travel to another places and I know that sometimes I will do maybe travel to Canada, travel to United States to search for more jobs, but I'm kind of stuck here because I cannot travel and that's its fault because make me like get stuck for 4 years until I'm done of the semesters. But time is running out, so that's part of my history and the history of my fathers and my ancestors. That was my grandmother and my grandfather. So thanks for here to me. We will see you around.